So we'll just be looking at how the chatbot, how it works. Like, what are the things that make it work? You know, when you are chatting with ChatGPT, how is it able to understand me? How does it function and things that it does? So, thank you. So we look at what's chatbot. A chatbot is a computer program that has conversation with people. So what it basically does is it communicates with you. It has conversation with you, and that's what basically chatbot does. You know, it's not only ChatGPT that is the chatbot. What other chatbot do we have apart from ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini? You know some of your your what's it called? Some companies have chatbots like Jumia, your banks, Leo, Zenith. What's Zenith's own name? Ziva. Well, what company again? Yeah, GT. What's its name? All right. One bank, I think it's UBA. Leo. Yeah, UBA should be Leo. So it has conversation with people. So usually through text or voice. So your Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant. And there's one, I think Corolla, I think it's for Lenovo. Corona, yeah, that's for Lenovo. So they are all chatbots. So it's designed to understand what you say and it responds in a helpful, natural way. And that's the way it's designed. Mostly you just go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT, what day is today? It tells you the date. Like, I mean, you have ChatGPT some silly questions, like based on ranking. What are the silly questions you've asked ChatGPT? Insulting, yes. There was a time that we didn't roast me. Yes. I don't know whether that thing was common. Yes. There was a time where they roast me too, that they will say, oh, ChatGPT roast me in pidgin and everything. And so that's just basically what chatbots is. And what do? They answer your questions. So they work like a virtual assistant. When you ask questions, in short, if you ask it what's the most stupid question you can ask anything? You know, Nigeria, we are very, very sarcastic. There are some questions they ask like, why are you asking me this question? So no matter how silly or stupid the question is, ChatGPT will always provide answers to that question. So that's what it provides. It answers questions like virtual assistants. Then it provides support, customer support, just like Leo for UBA and Ziva for Zenith Bank. They also chatbots that are providing support for customers in case when they do need the support. So it helps user complete a task. So for the online booking, companies that book online, they also have their chatbot and it guides people through the website. Have you tried using a website and you really, really do not understand what is going on in that website? That you just have to use the chatbot that will like for support, click here. Yes, so for support, click here. So that's what they do, basically. And we have type of chatbot. So we have the rule-based chatbot. And this, I don't know, how many of you are using Jumia? Okay. So they are rule-based chatbot. They follow some fixed rule and give a pre-written answer. They only understand specific commands and keywords. So example is Jumia. I don't know. I tried looking for so let me just use my phone as an example. So I think you need to sign in or sign up on Jumia. You have to have an account on Jumia. So this is an example of their chatbot. So when you just go there, you know, like ChatGPT and this and that, you can type. For Jumia, you can't type. Like the key pad is locked. So it only gives you some predefined rules, like I'm coming. Please give me a minute. All right. So here we go. So you can see now, it said you cannot type right now. Can you see? Like, can you all see it? Like, you cannot type right now. So I have to pick between what the order is giving me. It follows like a predefined rule. Are you contacting us regarding an existing order? So I had either click yes or no, because it's following a rule that you can't just, you can't just type anything on it. It's not like your ChatGPT that you can go and type. So it's like a rule-based chatbot. So we have the other one, AI-powered chatbot. So they use artificial intelligence to understand and respond in a more natural way. So it's like your ChatGPT. So ChatGPT use AI to respond in a more natural way. So they learn from conversation. They are very flexible to use and they are helpful. Then we have the hybrid chatbot. So they use both rule and AI. And a good example is the MTN. All right, do you all have access to internet? Yeah. So let's go to MTN website. Just go to MTN website. The website of MTN. So we can just. So basically, an MTN website chatbot, what is it meant to do?
Bring up, like, it shows you your balance, packages you can purchase from them.
So it's meant to tell you information regarding what? MTN. And anything apart from MTN, it should not give you what? That information. But it's an example of an hybrid chatbot. So it's predefined, and it also have it can also handle simple tasks. It can also use AI to get more complex information. Are you out there? Are you connected to the internet? Damilola, you have to type go to the MTN website. Just log into MTN, just type MTN. All right, so go to their website. Are we all there? It's meant to show you a place to chat. Okay. All right, have you seen the attack bot? I need some help. Chat now. Just look for their chat bot. That's website. All websites usually have. Sorry, let me just use okay. Yes, but wait, their chat bot will come up. I'm coming. Let me just. How does this work? Okay. Have you seen their chat?
Yes.
All right. So are we all there? So let me just display it on the screen. I want to open it up. So this MTN. Okay. So start a conversation. Everybody should start a conversation. And let's see what we do. Have you all started a conversation? So I think this is Ziggy. Okay, what do you say? So let's start a conversation. Like I have to write this. We should just start a conversation. It should show you like this. So let's. Oh, maybe I have to.
Okay.
Wait, just start a conversation. So what's the chatbot saying? What's the first thing it says? Yes, yes. Where is it? Is there mine? All right. Just speak.
It says, I'm here to help you, not hurt you. Because I asked it to insult me. It said, I'm here to help you, not hurt you.
So you see that? So let's just type something random and see if it answers. Let's say what's 2 plus 2? Let's just say what is 2 plus 2. You know, what is 2 plus 2 is not what MTN is offering, right? Or does MTN offer 2 plus 2? Does they do mathematics communication? Do they do mathematics just plus? Yeah, where is your pathway?
All right, I've put in the answer. Let's see what will be the request. Now, it said all our agents are currently busy. What would you like to wait on the group?
Did it provide answer? Yeah, it should provide an answer for you. What is 2 plus 2? It should provide an answer for you. Yes, but it was still able to answer apart from what it was actually meant to do, which is provide MTN service.
Ma, it's just putting all our agents are currently busy. What would you like to wait on the group? For 2 things in a row.
Oh, good. Your hello. I said you should type what is 2.
I did.
They didn't
Give me this. MTN started in 2000.
Okay. So let's add this plus 2. Okay.
But my here's where you're saying it doesn't answer questions that aren't aside from data.
It's actually it gives you the answer. It gives you the answer. So what I am just trying to illustrate to you here that this chatbot is an hybrid chatbot that apart from the predefined rule that is meant to follow, which is the menu, if you want to buy card, you want to have a problem with your, it's still able to answer some simple problems. Unlike the Jumia one that you just have to click yes or no. Like, do you understand? You know, for Jumia, you can't even type anything into it. It's a defined rule. It just answers you, do you want to do something? Yes or no. And that's showing that that's a rule base because you have to follow that rule. But for Jumia, for MTN, you can see type and see asking some questions apart from the defined ones that it has been asked to follow. So let's go back into this. All right. So basically, how do they work? How do your chatbots work? Then we have the rule base. Have you ever wanted something from your aunt or from your mommy, and they will now ask you to do one mission impossible task that when you do it, they will give you that thing? Has it ever happened? No.
Yes.
Like, for example, I'm with a phone now, like, oh, if you can do some assault for 24 hours, I'll give you my phone.
That's the whole point of it.
It's impossible. It's still possible. All right. So what rule base is? It follows some certain rules. For example, maybe you want to create a chatbot for, let's have an idea. Let's say for a pet store. So our welcome message will be, do you have a pet? So what will be the question? What will be the answer there? Do you have a pet? It will be what? Showing is what? Is a rule base. So if you now say, okay, yes, then what will the other rule be? No, you've chosen yes. Like, do you have okay. Let's see. Do you have a pet? Yes. So if you pick yes, it will take you to a section called what type of pet. So we now have dog, cats, and what are the common pets? Dog, cats, rabbit, or bird. Let's stay with 4. So what type of pets? You have dog, cat, rabbits, and bird. So for the person that chooses no, we have to give it another condition. So what would the condition be? Let's say adopt a pet. Will you love to adopt a pet?
Oh.
Why? You don't like pets? Sounds fair. So what it does is just follow a predefined rule. So it's a chatbot that follows a rule. And let's see if I can have a marker. So, but later we'll illustrate how the rules are being programmed. For example, now, so let's say we want to create a chatbot school. So what it does is just, it just asks you basic information about your school. So that's what are you in school? Like, are you in the secondary school, right? Are you in a secondary school? Yes or no? Yes. So when you pick yes, what class are you? What are the range of class we have in secondary school? Year what to year what? 7 to year. So year 7 to 12. So it now gives you that what year. Then it provides the range for you that you can only pick within year 7 to year 12. So those are rule-based. Unlike ChatGPT that you can just enter, you can just type anything. But these ones are locked. It's based on a predefined rules. Then we have the AI based. So AI is much smarter. It uses artificial intelligence to understand the meaning behind the concept. So when you tell ChatGPT something, for example, you ask ChatGPT, what is the weather? Have you ever imagined how ChatGPT was able to know the weather? Like how it was able to understand what you were actually talking about? Okay.
Because his programmers anticipated he might ask that question.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Because the programmers gave it a very large scale of knowledge.
Okay. So, like, what comes to your thoughts? Like, what comes to you when you give ChatGPT? How is it able to answer your question? Okay.
I expect that it has access to other like information sources like Google to actually check my request and bring out results.
Okay. So let's have other people. Yes. Let's just say, like, when you use ChatGPT and it doesn't, how is it able to answer my question? Like, just something you just wonder about. You want to say something? All right. So, how does it work? So we have the question, what's the weather like today? So when you have the question, what's the weather like today? So what it does is it breaks the question down. It breaks the question down to be able to interpret and understand the question better. For example, what's the weather like today? What's the intention of this question? To know the weather. Okay, in order to answer this question, what are the keywords that you really need to know? Today and location.
Okay, weather and what?
Okay. Okay. So in order to understand this, you check the intent. The intent is to, of course, you to know the weather. Then the keywords here for it, in order for it to answer this question is weather and today. So today is talking about what? Current. It checks for the meaning of today. Today means current. Then it checks for weather. Weather means how is the cloud, the atmosphere today. Then it's now going to provide you an answer based on the weather and today. Do you understand it? Do you understand it? So can we now have random examples of how it works? Maybe just a questions and how it's able to, the intention and how it's able to break it down. Let me give you an example since you have, like I'm collecting example, I'm getting an example for each and every one of you, but I'll give you about 2. So example, what is a dog? So what's the intention of that statement? The intent. No, not what's the intention of that, the intent of the which is so what's the keyword there? Dog. Then what will it provide? What will the answer? What is the answer will it provide for you? The meaning of. Do you understand? Do you understand? So let's have questions for us to figure it out together. So if you understand better, now let's have your questions and let's go around. I'm going around though. Let me start from you.
How many colors? How many colors are in a rainbow? So the keyword is how many colors specifically. Then you answer in a rainbow there are so colors.
So the intent is to know the number of colors in a rainbow, and the keyword is what? How many? Meaning numbers and colors rainbow. Colors rainbow. All right. So let's have it. Okay. Anything? It could be what is a book? Just a random question. Any random question. Anything that comes to your mind, random.
How many items are in a
How many items are in a drink, a malt drink, or
how many ingredients make up a drink malt?
how many ingredients make up a malt? So what's the intent?
Ingredients malt, like it is to find out how many ingredients are in a malt.
So what are the keywords there?
Ingredients
and malt.
Yeah.
All right. So the answer will be. So what will be the output that you get? The answer generated.
Yeah. The ingredients inside it.
All right. So Efe, I'll separate the two of you. All right. Random questions, intent, keyword, understanding how chatbot works.
How many books are in a library?
Okay. How many books are in what library particularly? Maybe your school library.
Yeah.
So what's the intent there?
To know the number of books in the library.
So the keyword will be
books and
books.
How many?
And many. How many? Meaning the numbers. All right. Samuel.
Okay. How old is ChatGPT?
All right. How old is ChatGPT? So what's the intent? What do you want to know? Like, what's the intent to understand what? So the intent is to understand the age.
Yes.
All right. So what's the keyword for you to use to understand the age? Like the important words.
Age.
Age. Okay. Age and the thing you want to know the age of, which is
ChatGPT.
All right. Okay. Please think about your random question. It's just a random question. It's not something much. Just random. Like a random question.
Like when you ask that what is a noun.
Okay.
And then what you should be expecting is that a noun is.
Okay, the intent will be to know about a noun.
Yes.
And your keyword will be?
Noun.
Exactly. All right. So the keyword meaning that the answer will be based on that particular thing. That's what the keyword is actually. So let's just have everybody around.
Who introduced ChatGPT to the world?
Okay. All right. So what's the intent?
ChatGPT.
What you want to know about?
Like the person that
introduced. So what's the keyword in your question?
Introduce.
Introduce. What are you introducing? What are you confirming what you want to introduce? ChatGPT. So the intent to be who introduced ChatGPT to the world. So you have introduce ChatGPT, and world. All right.
How many letters are in the alphabet?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
How many letters are in the alphabet?
How many letters are in the alphabet? Okay.
So like the intent is to know how many letters are in the alphabet.
Okay.
And the keywords are how many letters and alphabet.
Letters and the numbers. All right.
What is the difference between a cat and a dog?
All right.
The intent is to know the difference between the two.
Okay.
And the keywords are difference, cat, and dog.
Excellent. All right.
How many numbers are in the world?
I mean,
How many numbers are in the world?
how many numbers are in the world? Okay.
So my keyword are numbers.
Numbers.
So decide how many numbers and talk to guess numbers.
All right.
How many continents are in the world?
Okay.
So the
Okay.
intent is to know about how many continents are in the world.
All right.
My keywords are continents, many, and world.
Okay.
How many spices are in the bowl? The content is to find out how many spices there are and to give as much information as possible to satisfy the person who asked the question.
Okay. So what are your keywords for your question?
Spices.
All right. Your question.
How old are you?
Okay.
You tend to know how old it is,
Okay.
and then keywords old you.
All right. So that's okay. Sure.
What's the most popular song? The intent is to find out what's the most popular song. Keywords are most popular and song.
All right. So ChatGPT is created with a large number of data. So it uses this method by breaking down your questions. It helps understand your questions better in order to provide answers based on the question you've asked. Do you understand that? Do you all understand that? All right, so the next slide. So that's all. All right. So now that's how ChatGPT works, and that's how your chatbot works. So do you have any questions? Questions? All right, or should I ask you a question? Yes, please. Huh? What if it can't find the right answers? So like the answers it's giving you is like, it's not correct. Then maybe you have to restructure your question to help it understand your question better. So that's why I said it follows this space. You know, there's something called prompting AI to help AI understand what you are asking is better. So since you understand that, oh, there's a stage it follows, it helps break your question down. It looks for keywords in your question for it to understand, to be able to provide you answers. And if it's not providing you the answers you need, maybe you need to restructure your question in a way that it will understand it better. Like, do you understand? All right. You have questions? Okay. So we are meant to have an example. I don't know if you have your pen, paper. So you don't have your pen, paper. So we're meant to create a manual visualization for the rule-based chatbots. So we're meant to create something manual that when you come to the chatbot, what's the first thing we want it to give us? For example, what do you want? Like, we need to I want us to agree on a random chatbot to create, like just one chatbot that will set condition for. All right. So I need someone to jot down from us. All right. What? No, like we want to do a rule-based chatbot, not an AI chatbot. A rule-based chatbot is a chatbot that follows some set of predefined rules. Remember, it follows a set of predefined rules. So we will set the rules. No, we are practicing with it. So we are suggesting, I will give it the set of rules that it should follow. Do you understand? So, you know, it's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question. Then if it is yes, what should it bring out if it is yes? And if it is no, what should it bring out if it is no? Do you understand? So that's what we are trying to create. We're trying to create so let's just have an idea. What should we create? I didn't hear you. A rule-based chatbot. Rule. And what should we create? Should we create a chatbot for a pet store? A food, a restaurant? You should do for food. A delivery service, okay. Dispatch logistics, okay. So let's pick one. Let's say food. So our introduction will be when you come to that, but what will it show? Will you love to order a food here? So what will be the yes, no? Yes, what's the name? What will we call the chatbot's name? Mr. Nice, Foodie, Sarah. So we can only call it a name. We call it Sarah. So do we all agree with Sarah? Sarah. All right. So Sarah, the first question will be, do you want to order a food? So our answer will be or no. All right. So if it is yes, what should we have? The list of the food we offer, right? So what list of food do we offer? Jollof, spag, hamburger, chicken and chips, amala. Let's do 5. 5 is enough. So if it says no, what should we say? So if it's wait. If it says yes, we give it the list of food, which is 5, the list of food we are selling. Then if the person picks no, what will it say?
It says choose another. Choose another category. Yes, so that is what we have for one category. They can go to another.
Okay. If the person picks no, so if the person picks, I think we're saying something. So you can say thank you for opening the app, or thank you for your service, or all right. Okay, so if the person picks no, we'll leave a thank you message. All right, so that's no settled. So we close the no category. Then now we now have the food category and the yes category. So it said it should be food, pastry. So we have 4 categories: food, pastry, drinks, or snack. So when the person open food, you should show the categories for food. All right. Okay. And so what's the last category? Pastries. We'll show the pastries too. We have. All right. So when you pick for each food you pick, what will be the categories inside the food? For example, for each food you pick, it gives you the list of the food. So what will be the another category inside the food? It will be protein. But protein is food already now. So let's assume, based on assumption, hypothesis. So let's assume we are selling what's it called? We are selling plates. So we already have our plates. It's not as if we are picking protein. So each food has its protein. For it not to be complex. So each food has its protein. So when you pick food, what's the other category to show? No, we have category for drinks, but for food, it shows the category. So when you pick each food, what will we have? In fact, what about quantity? If I want to buy 5 food, okay. So let's say for first order, let's say 2 or 5, they make that order, you come back, another, let's say 5, another order. So I think like the amount of days first. So let's say quantity food size. So for each food, it shows the quantity food size. Then after picking the quantity food size, what will be the final? Yes, now after you pick the quantity food size, we should have delivery, the mode of delivery. If you are coming to pick, or you are sending. You can go back to pick the category of drink. You pick it together. Eh? And I'm saying that will be the next category, which is delivery. Let's just say it's an online store for it not to be too complex. So it's an online store. So the next one will be delivery. So the mode of payment, are you paying or pay on delivery or okay. Then what will not hand over all of the statements if we have done? Thank you for your patronage. So do you understand? That's our rule. You just follow some set of rules. So after following these conditions, then another rule comes up, then another rule comes up, then another rule comes up, till you get to the end of the rules. So it's just like you setting rules for your exam. They'll say, before you start your exam, you have instructions that read some text, answer this, do not answer this, answer or answer for. No, but do you understand? So it's like setting like a predefined rule that you are meant to follow. And after following those rules, then, so do you have any questions? Questions? No question. So you all understand NLP? You all understand chatbot, how chatbot works? Yeah. From AI. So when you're asking ChatGPT questions, you understand how ChatGPT is answering your questions. And you know how to ask ChatGPT better questions in case if it doesn't give you a good question, a good reply for the questions you're asking. All right. So with that, we come to the end. Yes, that's it. So, don't worry. All right. All right, since you don't have questions and we still have some time, can we just pass the mic around and tell us what you've learned? No, Tony, you're starting. Yeah. What do you learn? You don't have questions. So what do you learn?
I learned that there are more than one chatbot, AI-based chatbot, hybrid chatbots, and rule-based chatbots.
Okay.
I learned that whenever I ask a question to chatbots, sometimes it can be set to a specific question, so you cannot go to those sites. But for other chatbots which are open to ask whatever matter the question you answer.
Okay.
I learned how chatbots work and like if you ask them questions, how they get the answers.
Okay.
That there are different types of chatbots and how to ask questions and follow the rules of them.
Okay.
I learned how that we have different types of chatbots, AI based and rule based, and they work in different ways.
Yeah. I'm sorry, hold on. You know, when you visit a website, all these frequently asked questions, they are a form of chatbots too. Yeah.
I learned types of chatbots like the hybrid chatbots, Meta AI, and rule-based chatbots. I also learned that sometimes when the message is not written properly, it does not come from the fault of the chatbox. Someone has to rewrite their message very well.
All right.
I learned about chatbots, how it gives response and helps you to conversate with someone.
Okay.
I learned about rule-based chatbots, like the way it gives the yes and no answer. Like it's not like the AI-based chatbots that you can ask anything. And I also learned about how to ask the AI-based chatbots some questions. Like when the questions they're not getting the right answer, it's not from the chatbot, but like from the user's fault. That's how you have to ask the question in a better way.
Okay.
I learned about chatbots. I learned that rule-based chatbots are chatbots that chatbots that are sent on only rule-based, that only works on rules. While AI-based chatbots, you can just go to and ask some kind of question like, "What is today? Is today Monday or Tuesday?"
Okay.
And there are also different types of chatbots.
Okay.
So I learned the proper way to speak to a chatbot so that it's able to easily answer your questions or the questions you throw at it.
Okay.
I learned that when you ask an AI-based chatbot any question, like it gets its information from other sources.
Yes.
I learned about the different features that can be tied to different AI chatbots.
Okay. So let's have you.
Learned about the three chatbots and how to respond and give them questions.
All right. So thank you very much for joining today. And